Out number 1. Up next for the Lady Charger, we have number 4, Andrea Chapa. Base is still loaded.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PSJA ISD Athletics. We are at the PSJA Memorial Softball Complex where the PSJA Memorial Lady Wolverines are taking on the Brownsville Veterans Lady Chargers in a by-district action. We are picking up play here in the top of the first inning with the bases loaded. The Chargers have already pushed one run across due to technical difficulties. We are unable to get you going from the very beginning, but we are here at the top of the first. This is the number 6-hole hitter for the Chargers, Andrea Chapa, the shortstop, batting. Of course, with the bases loaded, 1 out. The Geji Santivanes loaded the bases. RBI base hit single by Lorena Rodriguez brought in the first run. And then the center fielder, Cristina Gonzalez, already pushed across by the visitors from Brownsville. The number 3 seed in District 32 5A with an overall record of 17-5. Of course, PSJ Memorial comes in as a number 2 seed in 31 5A. They are 14-7 on the year. Game 1 was won last night by Brownsville. Andrea Chapa, the shortstop. Chapa went 0 for 3 yesterday in Game 1 of a best-of-3 game series.
Kind of still 0-2 with 1 out. Bases loaded.
With the bases loaded and only 1 out, the Lady Wolverine infield is playing in, maybe trying to cut off a run at the plate. The delivery swung on, hit to the third baseman. She will come home. Has an opportunity to go back to the third baseman, Cassie Cepeda, forcing out the runner at home for out number 2.
2 outs.
And Chapa, the 7-hole hitter, Natasha Ruiz, the second baseman, up to bat. Base is still loaded, but now 2 outs. And there's a fly ball, and that'll see performance at the plate. Of course, on the mound for the Lady Wolverines for PSJ Memorial is Jasmine Martinez. Pitched last night, pitched rather well. Is caught by the second baseman, and that'll end the top of the first inning. So after the top half inning, the Brownsville Veterans, they leave the bases loaded though. That may be an interesting thing to reflect back on in the ball game. They had the bases loaded with nobody out, and a great job by Jasmine Martinez escaping that, giving up only 1 run. So call that a moral victory for Alexis Tames will be in the pitcher circle for the Brownsville vet pitcher, allowing just 3 runs on 5 hits.
For our Lady Wolverines, we have number 33 pitcher Jasmine Martinez.
So that'll bring up the Lady Wolverines to the bottom of the first. And we're going to have Jasmine be the shortstop, Jaden Barrientos, of course, facing Alexis Tames. So we are about to get set to get underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Of course, in the top of the first, the Lady Chargers pick up for a strike on the outside corner of the plate.
Jasmine looks that one in for strike.
Jasmine Martinez went 2 for 3 last night with a triple. Comes into the game batting .507. The 0-1 pitch upcoming from Tames. It's a little slap to the shortstop. Shortstop's got to hurry. She does. Fine play right there by Andrea Chapa. And that'll be out number 1. Di Soto comes into the game batting .364 on the season. She's got 1 home run and 13 RBIs. She was 0 for 2 last night. Foul ball. That'll be no balls and 1 strike on the batter. Tamez doing a good job of the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be taken just slightly outside. Good vision there by D. Soto taking that pitch for a ball. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. One pitch upcoming. It swung on. Tipped away. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Tamez ahead of the count. Retired the first batter. The 1-2 off. Soto and the pitcher Alexis Tamez. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and just barely staying alive is a batter Soto, as she just did get a piece of that ball. So Soto digs in. Let's see who's going to win this battle early in the ball game. Another good job of fighting. So the battle continues here with 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. Soto battling against Tamez. Tamez trying to make a quality pitch here, and Soto doing everything she can for out number 2. That'll be the first strikeout for Alexis Tamez in the ball game. So with 2 outs, brings up the number 3 hole hitter, the third baseman, number 23, Cassie Cepeda. Cepeda hitting .361 on the year. She's got 5 home runs and 16 RBIs to her credit. First pitch is going to be outside. Ball 1. Cassie Cepeda last night went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. That was due to the fact that she hit a home run. She had another time she got on base on a walk. So productive night last night from Cassie Cepeda, the third baseman. And good vision right there. Good patience by Cepeda. Not swinging it at that outside pitch. Up and away. 2 balls and no strikes on the number 3 hole hitter with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Looks that one go by again outside the box. Ball number 2.
So Cepeda takes a big cut on the 2-0 pitch and comes up empty. That'll make the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. So she had the green light on 2-0. Swung and missed through a fastball. So
Count is 2-1 with 2 outs.
2-1 pitch upcoming from Tamez. And good vision once again by Cepeda. That makes the count 3 balls and 1 strike. So in the driver's seat, good hitter's count right here. Looking for 1 pitch and 1 pitch only that she can drive is Cepeda.
A little high for her. Bringing up ball 3.
And Tamez trying to regain her composure and get a 3-up, 3-down inning. Preserving a 1-run lead. Of course, the Lady Wolverines would like nothing better than to even up the score here in the bottom of the first as they trail 1-0. Big 3-1 pitch upcoming. Foul tip. Just barely missed that pitch. Did Cepeda. That'll make the count full. 3-2. So the 3-2 payoff pitch upcoming from Tamés to Cepeda. 2 outs, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the first. And it's a good changeup. Had everybody off stride, including myself, but Cepeda holds back, draws a walk. So great at bat right there by Cassie Cepeda, getting to first base on that walk. That's her second walk of the series. And with 2 outs and a runner on first base, brings up the shortstop, Jaden Barrientos. Barrientos comes into the game batting .373 on the year with a home run and 16 RBIs. 0 for 1 last night with a walk. First pitch to Barrientos is a strike from Tamés on the inside part of the plate, so no balls and 1 strike. Cepeda on first after drawing a full count walk. 2 outs. That pitch is fouled off. So that'll make the count 0-2 on Barrientos, a cleanup batter for the Lady Wolverines. Of course, runner on first with 2 outs. Cassie Cepeda on first base will be running on contact here. Defense playing straight away, rather shallow in the outfield. The 0-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Staying alive is Barrientos. Just catching a piece of that high fastball.
Jaden's still battling. 0-2 count. 2 outs.
Oh, 2 pitch once again to Barrientos. Swung on, lifted. That's going to sail over the right fielder's head. That's trouble. On her horse is Cepeda. Cepeda's going to be waved home. She'll score easily, and Barrientos will have a stand-up 2-out RBI triple, driving in Cepeda from first base. And just like that, a big 2-out rally enables the Lady Wolverines to tie up the game at 1.
Catcher number 22, Marisa Camacho.
That'll bring up Marisa Camacho, the catcher. So big hit with 2 outs right there from Jaden Barrientos. And what stings the most, if you're a Brownsville Vets fans, is that was an 0-2 pitch. Barrientos lines one over the right fielder, the right field fence for a stand-up triple RBI, driving in Cepeda, who walked with 2 outs. First pitch is a bit outside to Camacho. Camacho, the catcher, comes into the game batting .403 with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. She was 1 for 3 in last night's ball game. Good pitch. Just right at the letters from Tamés, getting Camacho to swing through that high fastball. 1-1's a count. Of course, the Lady Wolverines have a runner in scoring position at third base. Jaden Barrientos with a 2-out RBI triple to tie the game up at 1 here in the bottom of the first. Pitch outside, 2-1. So laboring a little bit now is Alexis Tamés. She came out retiring the first 2 batters, Martinez and Soto, quite easily, and then all of a sudden lost command, walks Cepeda, and then Barrientos laced a triple into right field. And now we find Camacho ahead of the count, 2-1 against Tamés. 2-1 offering upcoming to Camacho. Taken just a tad low. Great vision right there by Camacho. That makes it count 3 balls and 1 strike.
That one back for a ball.
And again, a great hitter's count right here for Camacho. Trying to drive in the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the first. And the Charger defense and, of course, pitcher Alexis Tamez would like to take this 1-1 tie into the second inning. Good inside fastball right there is called a strike. That'll make it a full count on Marisa Camacho, the catcher. Hitting over 400 on the year. 4 home runs to her credit. She's got good pop on her bat.
Full count.
It's going to be fouled straight back into the net.
Marisa still battling. Full count with 2 outs.
Count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes on Camacho, the number 5 hole hitter. With the runner on scoring position, that is Jaden Barrientos, just 60 feet away from taking the lead. And again, foul tip. So the battle continues between Tamez and Camacho.
Continuing to battle out there.
Good at bat right now for Camacho, seeing a lot of pitches. And that's been the key since the number 3 hole hitter, Cepeda, Barrientos, and Camacho. They've seen a lot of pitches from Tamez. Full count pitch upcoming once again. Change up and just staying alive that time is Camacho. She was way ahead of the pitch, but somehow found a way to foul that one off. Count remains at full. 2 outs, runner on third. 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the first. It's been a tremendous first inning, a lengthy first inning. Both teams have had quality at bats, have put a lot of runners on base. Both teams have pushed 1 run across here in the first inning. Pop up, first baseman. Does she have enough room? She hustles through the right field dugout. She does not. That'll fall for a foul ball. So count's going to remain 3-2, and the battle is still on between 2 tough competitors. The number 5 hole hitter, Marisa Camacho, the catcher, and the pitcher, Alexis Tamez. And another foul tip. So that's a lengthy at bat from Camacho, really making the pitcher, Alexis Tamez, work.
Fouls that one back.
And this makes it interesting on the infield and the outfield as they kind of get lulled to sleep a little bit sometimes when there's not much action going on. This at bat has taken a good 5 minutes already. It's just pitcher and batter and catcher who are working. Change up, lifted over the shortstop's head, and that'll hang up long enough for the left fielder, Reggie Santabanez, to camp under it for the final out. So that'll be out number 3, and that'll retire the inning.
Lady Wolverines pick up a run.
So PSJA Memorial pick up a run
Lady Chargers.
on 1 hit. They leave a batter. Complete inning of play here in bi-district action between PSJA Memorial and Brownsville Veterans. We're all knotted up at 1 apiece. As we'll head into the top of the second inning, it'll be the bottom half of the lineup for the Lady Chargers. It'll be Sofia Perez, the first baseman, Samantha Aguirre, the DP, and then we'll head back to the top of the lineup with the catcher, Natalie Mendoza, and of course on the mound, Jasmine Martinez. Jasmine Martinez, a shaky start in the top of the first. She gave up back-to-back hits and then a walk and then a hit. finally retired. Her first batter that she retired was a number 5-hole hitter. A run later, it seemed like it was going to be tough sledding, but instead, Martinez was able to get out of the jam, allowing just one run. And of course, the Lady Wolverines, off the big bat of Jaden Barrientos with 2 outs, hit a stand-up triple, allowing Cassie Cepeda to score from first base. And that's where we stand, folks. That's your summary of the first inning. A very well-played, very lengthy first inning with a lot of action going on. And we're going to head into the top of the second. Of course, Brownsville Vets won last night's game to take a 1-0 advantage in the best-of-3 game series. So it's a must-win situation for PSJA Memorial. A victory here by Brownsville Vets will enable them to get to the area round. Of course, they win by PSJA Memorial will force a Game 3 tomorrow at Brownsville Vets. The winner of this by district round will face the winner between Rio Grande City and Corpus Christi Ray in the area round. So we are set to get underway here in the top of the second inning. Up to bat, the number 8-hole hitter, Sofia Perez, the first baseman.
23 watches that one go back for a strike.
And the second inning is underway with a strike to Perez. On deck is the DP, Samantha Aguirre. Sofia Perez, 0 for 3 in last night's ball game. Good outside pitch right there. Makes it count 1-1. All even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff batter here in the top of the second inning, the 8-hole hitter. Fouled off, straight back. That'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Perez.
That one gets fouled back.
Martinez really seems to have settled down after giving up a couple of straight hits and a walk to start the ball game.
Count is 1-2.
Of course, she's working with the bottom of the lineup, the 8-9 hole hitters from Brownsville Vets. Is a good opportunity for her to get a hit on the pitches. And a good quality pitch is just taken low by Perez. That could have gone 50-50. Instead, it's a ball. Ball 2 evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Perez. The first baseman.
That one's a little out of reach.
2-2 pitches. Hit on the ground. A second baseman.
Ball hits
De
the
Leon
shoulder. De Leon
easily gobbles that up. Throws over to first to Jimenez, and that'll be out number 1. So Perez is retired on the ground ball. Up next is the DP, Samantha Aguirre. Aguirre went 1 for 2 in last night's ball game. So 1 out, nobody on base. Martinez has now retired 4 straight batters. That's just a tad low.
Number 1 looks that one back for ball number 1.
That's going to be fouled straight back. That'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one fouled off for strike 1. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. At the top of the second inning. Score is still 1-1.
So Martinez, the 1-1 delivery, swung on and straight back again. So Aguirre swinging the bat well.
Back. Strike 2.
Getting some good looks at Martinez, just not able to score up the ball yet. And again, on deck will be the top of the lineup catcher, Natalie Mendoza, who had a base hit her first time at bat and scored a run. She had a stolen base as well. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Lifted, foul again.
Number 1 still batting. Fouls that one back.
So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Still stays 1-2. 1 out.
Martinez fires, and of course, Aguirre fouls it off.
Still batting.
So Aguirre's seen several fastballs. Just has done enough to put a little bit of aluminum on there to stay alive. Let's see if maybe Martinez changes it up here on a 1-2 pitch. A little bit off speed, and it's lifted. Will it stay in place? Second baseman hustles, dives, and just comes up empty on that fine effort. So staying alive in the batter's box will be Samantha Aguirre. The DP hitting for the pitcher, Alexis Tames. And again, Aguirre was 1 for 2 in last night's ball game. 1 out, nobody on base. Number 9 hole hitter at the plate. Doing a great job of staying alive here with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, that'll be off the batter's ankle or shin right there, so that'll be a foul ball. Good hop by the catcher, though. Camacho ready to pounce on that if it was a fair ball. So the 1-2 pitch upcoming once again. Quality at bat already from Aguirre in the number 9 hole. Swung on and fouled off once more.
Still battling. Foul that one straight back.
And it's a little number. Third baseman. It's going to get under that for an out. So the battle finally is won by Martinez over Aguirre. Having Martinez pop up to the third baseman. That brings up Natalie Mendoza, the catcher, who was 1 for 1 in the ballgame. Stole a base. Set the tables in the top of the first with a base hit. Past the shortstop. Stole second base and came around to score on a base hit off the bat of Santives. So 2 outs, nobody on. That is the 5th straight batter that Martinez has retired after giving up 3 hits and a walk to the first 4 batters. Second time through the lineup for Natalie Mendoza, 1 for 1 in the ball game. It's slapped to right center. It'll get past the second baseman, past the center fielder. Off to the races is Mendoza. They're going to have to hurry. Relay coming in. They're going to hold her up at third base for a stand-up triple. I think Mendoza contemplated on whether or not to try to get an inside park home run, and said their head coach held her up for a triple with 2 outs. A big time at bat right there by Mendoza, lining the ball into right center, splitting the gap past the second baseman, splitting the gap between the right fielder and the center fielder. So Mendoza is now 2 for 2. That brings up Naomi Garcia, who had a base hit her first time at bat. And Naomi Garcia, of course, went 1 for 4 in last night's game. So Naomi Garcia, 2 for 5 right now in the ball game. Yeah, Natalie Mendoza with her 2 hits today is now 5 for 6 in the series. And there's a flare to right field, and it is just going to curve foul. So foul ball, scary foul ball off the bat of Naomi Garcia. That would have definitely have scored a run. Would have been trouble down the right field foul line. Of course, this early evening, 5 o'clock start. Game pushed up a couple of hours, hoping we can get the game in before the potential rain comes. The wind blowing from the north. Normally here at this field, here at PSJA Memorial, the wind blows from right field to left field. Today it's kind of blowing from left field to right. And there's a big time slap and a base hit off the bat of Garcia. Garcia will get a base hit and a 2-out RBI. That'll bring in Natalie Mendoza. And Mendoza has now scored 2 runs, and that'll give the Lady Chargers a 2-1 lead. And she is now 3 for 6 in the series. Up to bat, the number 3 hole hitter, Reggie Santibanez, who walked her first time at bat. Santibanez 1 for 4 last night, and I had a little pause on the 1 for 4 because, as I said, that she wrote a solid line drive just to the left of the third base bag for a foul ball. So solid line drive right there off the bat of Santibanez, but foul. Mixed count, no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Runner on first. Naomi Garcia with a 2-out base hit, RBI. Drives in Natalie Mendoza, who had a 2-out triple to get the rally started with 2 outs. 2-1 is the score here in the top of the second inning.
Count is 0-2, she's way up. 2 outs.
Pitch coming up and lace past the coach. Yeah, the coach is saying, thank you for waking me up there. That was a solid line drive past the third base coach there.
Foul ball. Keeping it count 0-2.
Count will remain, no balls and 2 strikes on the 3-hole hitter, Reggie Santibanez. Of course, she had a double last night. Oh, 2 pitch upcoming. Change up. Popped up. That's trouble, though. Shortstop races out, catches it in the outfield grass. So great job by Barrientos. Jaden racing down that little pop-up. So Santibanez is retired.
Bottom of the second inning, score is 2-1. Lady Chargers up.
And that'll be out number 3. But not before the Lady Chargers pick up a run on 2 hits. And they leave 1 runner on base. So as we head into the home half of the second inning, it is 2-1. Brownsville Vets over PSJA Memorial. In the bottom of the second, PSJA Memorial, the Lady Wolverines will bring up their 6, 7, 8-hole hitters. That would be Annalise Jimenez, the first baseman, Leila Barrientos, the right fielder, and then the second baseman, Deja De Leon. So the 6, 7, 8-hole hitters upcoming for PSJA Memorial. On the mound for Brownsville Vets, of course, is Alexis Tamez. Tamez in the first inning gave up a hit, a run, had a strikeout, walked a person. And, of course, PSJA Memorial left 1 runner on base. So we'll head into the bottom of the second. The home half. Annalise Jimenez, the first baseman, will be up to bat first for the Lady Wolverines, facing Alexis Tamez. So we are set to get underway here in the bottom of the second. Tamés against Jimenez. Jimenez swings through the first pitch, 0-1. So that's how we get started here in the bottom of the second inning. PSJA Memorial, of course, trailed 1-0 heading to the bottom of the first. They were able to tie it with a 2-out RBI triple off the bat of Jaden Barrientos. And now they have the same task at hand, down by 1 here in the bottom of the second. Good swing there, but fouled straight back by Jimenez. So Jimenez quickly down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Annalise Jimenez comes into the game batting .304 with a home run and 13 RBIs. Over 3 in last night's ball game. Tamés way ahead of the count, 0-2. Good outside pitch. Gets Jimenez looking for out number 1. That is the second strikeout of the ball game for Tamés.
On goes out Logan. For out number 1, up next we have number 2, Leila Barrientos.
That brings up Leila Barrientos, the right fielder. With 1 out, nobody on. And Tamés' first offering to Barrientos is a foul ball straight back on a bunt attempt.
Bring up strike 1.
Leila Barrientos was 1 for 3 in last night's ball game. She has 4 RBIs on the season. Good look right there by Barrientos, taking the pitch outside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. On deck is Deja De Leon, the second baseman. One pitch is fouled straight back. That'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled back. Count is still 1-2.
One two pitch up coming from Tamés. It's going to be belted to the shortstop. Picked up by Chapa, and Chapa makes a good strong throw over to Perez for out number 2. So Barrientos is retired. And with 2 up, 2 down, brings up the 8th hole hitter, Deja De Leon, the second baseman. De Leon hitting .351 on the year with 12 RBIs.
Up next, second baseman number 1, Deja De Leon.
So Tamés, just as in the first inning, retired the first 2 batters. Let's see if the PSJA Memorial Lady Wolverines can have some 2-out magic here. They did in the first inning. Let's see if they can replicate that in the second inning. First pitch to De Leon is taken up high, ball 1. Of course, De Leon was over 3 in last night's ball game. Good solid hitter though, batting .351 on the year. 1-0 pitch is fouled off to the left side. That'll even up the count at 1-1.
Foul for strike number 1.
1-1 offering coming from Tames. Again, fouled off to the left side. That'll make the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes on De Leon. Excuse me there.
Foul back for strike 2. Count is 1-2 with 2 outs.
It really appears that De Leon is trying to drive the ball to the left side of the infield past the third baseman, possibly to over the head of a rather shallow playing left fielder. 1-2's the count, 2 outs. Good outside pitch there by Tames, but not offered by De Leon. That'll even up the count, 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The visitors up 2-1. Two offering upcoming from Tames. Well, the home team wanted it. The fans wanted it. Instead, it is a ball inside. That makes it a full count on De Leon. That was close. Great vision right there by De Leon taking ball 3. Makes it a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tames with the payoff pitch. It's going to be taken upstairs for a ball. So base on balls is a walk. That's the second walk issued by Tames. And that brings up the number 9 hole hitter, the left fielder, Leandra Gomez. So Leandra Gomez comes up to bat with 2 outs and a runner on first here in the bottom of the second as her team trails 2-1.
For our Lady Wolverines, lucky number 7, Leandra Gomez.
It'll be a pop-up. Let's see who wants it. The catcher calls for it and will make the catch right down the first base foul line. So Gomez on 1 pitch is retired on a pop-up to the catcher for out number 3. And that'll conclude the bottom of the second inning. No runs. No hits. 1 runner left on base. And we'll head to the top of the third. So with 2 complete innings of play in the books, it is Brownsville Vets 2, PSJA Memorial 1. Brownsville Vets with 5 hits to their credit. They've left 4 runners on base after 2 innings. PSJA Memorial have only 1 hit, the big triple off the bat of Jaden Barrientes. And they've only left 2 runners on base. Pitching-wise, Alexis Tames in 2 innings of work has 2 strikeouts to her credit, while Jasmine Martinez, who takes him out here in the top of the third, has 1 strikeout and has given up a walk. The Brownsville Vets have left 4 runners on base, and PSJA Memorial has left 2 runners on base. So in the top of the third, we're going to have the middle of the lineup. The 4, 5, 6 hole hitters, Lorena Rodriguez, followed by Cristina Gonzalez, and then Andrea Chapa for Brownsville Vets. Rodriguez had a base hit her first time at bat. Hit a line drive base hit into left field and got an RBI out of that. Drove in the lone run in the top of the first. So we're about set to get underway here in the third inning. A lot at stake here. Of course, game one of this best of three game by district series was won by Brownsville Vets 8-3. Right now they are in the driver's seat. A win here advances them to the area round. PSJA Memorial would love to spoil that and force a game three tomorrow. First pitch taken for a ball to lead off the top of the third by Lorena Rodriguez.
Number 3 takes ball 1.
Lorena Rodriguez, as we said, got a base hit her first time at bat. She is now 3 for 5 in the series as the cleanup batter, third baseman. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed by Rodriguez. That'll even up the count at 1-1.
Bring the count to 1-1.
So Martinez delivers, swung on. High fly ball in the infield, shortstop. Barrientos camps under it. She'll field it easily. And Barrientos will make the catch for the first out.
Next hitter, number 2, Cristina Gonzalez.
So that'll be out number 1 as I get attacked by a little bumblebee there. Craziness here at the ballpark. 1 out. Brings up the center fielder, Cristina Gonzalez. Cristina Gonzalez flew out to the shortstop, her first time at bat. Gonzalez is 2 for 4 coming into this at bat. She went 2 for 3 last night with a triple and 2 RBIs. 2 for 4 on the series. First pitch is fouled off. No balls and 1 strike to Gonzalez, the center fielder. Belted by Gonzalez. It's going to stay fair. No, it hooks foul down the right field foul line. That makes it 1 ball, no balls and 2 strikes on Gonzalez. So way ahead of the count is Jasmine Martinez, who comes into the game with a 2.98 ERA. A workhorse. She pitched last night. Took the loss, but pitched well. Just not enough run support. Oh, 2 pitch. It's swung on. Gets by the catcher, though. She's going to have to hurry. And a sliding, diving effort enables Gonzalez to get to first on a strikeout pass ball.
Gets to first base, number 4.
That'll be a strikeout for Jasmine Martinez, her second of the ball game. But more importantly, Cristina Gonzalez gets to first on a pass ball. So with 1 out, the Lady Chargers will have a runner on first with up to bat the shortstop, Andrea Chapa, who hit into a fielder's choice, her first time at bat. Taken for a strike on the first pitch does Chapa. Chapa is 0 for 4 officially in the series right now. 0 for 3 last night, 0 for 1 tonight. Oh, 1 pitch upcoming from Martinez. It's hit on. It's a little flare. It's going to drop for a base hit, and it gets past the center fielder. Good job of backing up by the right fielder, keeping Gonzalez not to score, keeping her just advancing to third base. Chapa will get a base hit. That is the 6th base hit of the ball game for the Lady Chargers, and they're in business here in the top of the third, leading 2-1, and runners on the corners with only 1 out. That calls for a conference in the pitcher circle. So the Lady Wolverines discussing how exactly they're going to defend this situation, as they'll be facing the 7-hole hitter, the second baseman, Natasha Reese. And, of course, the Lady Chargers with a golden opportunity here to really put a lot of pressure on the defense. They can go hit and run. They can go bunt and run. They can go safety bunts. They can pull off a squeeze if they wanted to. And, of course, all they're looking for at the minimal off the bat of Ruiz is a possible sacrifice fly. And PSJA Memorial, of course, probably will play in on the corners. Maybe halfway up the middle for a potential double play. And, of course, with the wind blowing in, the outfield should play rather shallow. So a fly ball to the outfield does not guarantee a sac fly and an RBI. So interesting development here in the top of the third. It's 2-1. Brownsville Vets trying to extend that lead. So the meeting is over. So let's see what will transpire here now after a slight delay in the ball game. Again, 1 out, runners on the corners. Brownsville Vets trying to extend their 2-1 lead. Jasmine Martinez trying to keep her team in the ball game. Natasha Ruiz up to bat. She lined out to the second baseman, her first time at bat. She is 1 for 4 in the series, 0 for 1 tonight. And there it is, a drag, maybe a safety bunt. Safety squeeze, taken low, ball 1. And again, this puts a lot of pressure on the defense, especially the middle infielders. And they've got a lot of things to think about. And of course, the most pressure comes down to the girl with the ball in the pitcher circle and the lady with the bat in the batter's box. 1-0. A bunt. It's a good one. It is a safety squeeze. They're going to throw home, and she will be nailed at the plate. Great job by the first baseman. Annalise Jimenez fielding the bunt, tossing it over to Camacho, and Camacho just blocked the plate completely. Never gave an opportunity to Gonzalez to get to the plate. So Gonzalez is thrown out at the plate. 1-2 for out number 2. Natasha Ruiz will reach first on a fielder's choice. And getting to second base is Chapa. And well, not in reality, I guess we can give Natasha Ruiz a sack bunt because she did her job and advanced the runner to second, but a runner got thrown out at home. So the situation changes now. 2 outs, runners to first and second, and the center fielder just cannot grab it. That's going to clear the bases with a stand-up double off the bat of Sofia Perez, just off the outstretched hands of D. Soto. Soto tried to make a spectacular catch with the wind blowing, as we mentioned, from left to right. Off the right-handed batter, that ball just kept drifting and drifting from center to right center. Soto could not come up with it. Chapa scores from second easily, and all the way from first scoring is Natasha Ruiz. And quickly, the advantage is brought up to 4-1 for the visitors. Brownsville veterans. Big time hit with 2 outs by Sofia Perez. Strike 1 to the 9-hole hitter, Samantha Aguirre. She popped up to the third baseman her first time at bat. Aguirre 1 for 3 officially coming into this plate appearance in the series. And quickly in the hole is Aguirre. No balls and 2 strikes. So Jasmine Martinez with a golden opportunity to get out of this mess. She's given up a couple runs already, but still 3 runs with 5 more at bats for the Lady Wolverines. Nothing they cannot overcome. Swung on, popped up, shortstop. Drifts back into the grass, into the outfield grass, camps under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So good job right there by Jaden Barrientos. And that'll retire the side, but not before the Brownsville Vet Lady Chargers pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. So after 3 complete innings of work, Jasmine Martinez for PSJA Memorial has given up 7 hits, 4 runs. She has 2 strikeouts to her credit. She's walked 2 batters. Excuse me, she's only walked 1 batter. And the Brownsville Vets have stranded 5 runners on base. Up to bat to get the bottom of the 3rd going will be the top of the lineup. It'll be Jasmine Martinez, the pitcher, followed by the center fielder, D. Soto, and then the 3-hole hitter, Cassie Cepeda. Bottom of the 3rd is where we're heading. 4-1 lead for Brownsville Vets. Again, Brownsville Vets needing to win, and they secure a by-district championship and will advance to the area round. Of course, the Spoilers, the home team, would like to pick up a win, even up the series, and force a rubber match, a deciding Game 3 tomorrow. Grounded out to the shortstop. Her first time at bat. She had a big night last night, going 2 for 3 with a triple, so she is now 2 for 4 as she steps into the plate. And of course, on the mound, Alexis Tamez, who has given up just 1 hit so far in the ball game. A 2-out triple off the bat of Jaden Barrientos in the bottom of the 1st. It's been her only mistake. So first pitch to get the bottom of the 3rd going is a ball upstairs to Martinez. Again, Martinez is the pitcher, so good battle here, pitcher versus pitcher. And a slap. Backhanded play by the shortstop. A quick toss and not in time. So the speedy Martinez slaps a base hit, an infield base hit. Andrea Chapa did a good job of backhanding, making a quick throw to first, but not. And struck out looking her first time at bat. Di Soto was 0 for 2 last night, so officially overall in the series, she's 0 for 3. Coming into the series, she was hitting .364. So quality hitter in the 2-hole. And she's going to bunt. That'll be a foul ball.
Foul ball, that attempted bunt for strike number 1.
So it appears PSJA Memorial is going to try to force the action here, try to put some runners in play, put some pressure on the defense, try to make them make a play or force them to make an error. 0-1 pitch up comes Soto with a runner on first, which is Jasmine Martinez, who led off the inning with an infield base hit. So Tamez about to deliver the 0-2 pitch. Swinging away this time as a batter, and she just flares it out there. Just really just try to protect herself and not give herself up there and just put the ball in play. Did Soto, stays alive, no balls and 2 strikes.
Ball fouled off. Number 3 still battling.
So Tamez with an 0-2 delivery on Soto. Soto again does everything she can just to stay alive, remains at no balls and 2 strikes.
Leander continuing to battle. Count is still 0-2. No outs.
So Martinez sits at first base after getting an infield base hit. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swung a little dribbler to the shortstop in no man's land. She's going to have to hurry, and she will not get the speedy Soto. So back-to-back balls are hit to the shortstop. And again, Andrea Chapa made 2 quality plays, but unfortunately for Chapa and Brownsville Vets, the speedy legs, the speedy base runners coming off the batter's box. Martinez and Soto leg out infield base hits. So with nobody out and runners at first and second, Cassie Cepeda will step up to the plate. She drew a walk her first time at bat, scored. As she hustled in on a stand-up trip off the bat of Jaden Barrientos. And of course, Cepeda, the third baseman, comes into the ball game hitting .361. With 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. Cepeda last night was 1 for 2 with a walk. She had 2 RBIs and a home run, so a dangerous hitter in a dangerous situation here as PSJA Memorial attempts to make a comeback. Coming into the third inning, the score was 2-1. Brownsville Veterans put up 2 runs in the top of the third, and here in the bottom of the third, the Lady Wolverines are not going quietly. First and second, nobody out. They're trying to cut into the lead. One swing of the bat would tie the ball game. Tamés facing the 3-hole hitter, Cassie Cepeda, who drew a walk her first time at bat. And a check swing. Strike 1. Good outside pitch right there by Tamés. And I get a feeling that is exactly where they're going to pitch her. I don't think they're going to let her turn on anything inside. I think they're going to force Cepeda to hit the ball the other way. The right fielder for Brownsville Vets playing rather deep. Center fielder playing average. Maybe the left fielder playing a little bit more shallow than normal. Infield and double play depth. And there we go again. An outside pitch taken for a ball. Makes it count 1-1. So let's see if Cepeda can make the adjustment and hit the ball the other way. Or will Tamés change it up and tie her up on the inside? Of course, Brownsville Vets looking for a ground ball to turn 2 at the very least. Get a force out at second or third. And outside pitch swung and missed by Cepeda. Cepeda looked like she was going for the fences on that one. Comes up empty though. 1 ball, 2 strikes with nobody out. Big at bat for Cepeda. On deck is a dangerous Jaden Barrientos, who had a stand-up triple her first time at bat. One ball, 2 strikes. Big pitch upcoming. Bottom of the third. A lot of ball game remaining. And again, outside pitch taken. That's where all 4 pitches have been thrown to Cepeda from Alexis Tamés. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we know what the strategy is to try to get Cepeda out. They're going to try to have her swing at something outside the strike zone on the outside portion of the plate. Let's see if Cepeda takes the bait. 2-2 offering is swung on and missed on an outside pitch. So Cepeda goes down swinging for out number 1. That is the 3rd strikeout off the arm of Alexis Tamés. Brings up the cleanup batter, Jaden Barrientos, who had a night with a walk. She is now 1 for 1, 1 for 2 officially in the series. Runners on first and second. Runner in scoring position. That's Jasmine Martinez, who led off the bottom of the third with an infield hit. Followed that up by D. Soto with an infield hit. Strikeout later. Got 1 out. Runners on first and second for Jaden Barrientos, the shortstop, the number 4 hole hitter, the cleanup batter. It's a grounder to second base. They're going to get the sure out at first base. So Barrientos does her job advancing the runners to second and third. But that'll be out number 2. Martinez will get to third. Soto will get to second. So Two runners now in scoring position at second and third, but with two outs, and that'll bring up Marisa Camacho, the catcher. Camacho flew out to the left fielder, her first time at bat. Camacho went 1 for 3 last night, batting over 400 on the year with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. So Camacho with a base hit will definitely score at least one. A good pitch right there. And right now, Alexis Tamez living off the outside edge, painting the black on the outside part of the plate.
Strike number 1.
So Tamez will deliver the 0-1 pitch with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Just a tad outside, trying to nibble on that black of the plate. Just missed it though. Even up the count at 1-1. One pitch. But before that, we're going to have a timeout. Batter Camacho asks for a little bit of extra time to get ready there.
2 and 3.
So Camacho, the 5-4 hitter, waits, swings, fouls it straight back. Good swing. Good look right there by Camacho. That'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on second and third, so a couple runners in scoring position here. Great opportunity to get a 2-out base hit and drive in a couple runs. At the very least, cut the lead in half as PSJA Memorial right now trails 4-1. Something in the gap. Will definitely score 2 runners. 1-2 pitch upcoming from Tamez to Camacho, the catcher. And it's going to be lifted to center field. Hanging up in the air. Camped under it is Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will make the catch for out number 3. So the Lady Wolverines, they get a couple of hits. But they do not push a run in, so 2 hits, no runs, 2 runners left on base. So after 3 complete innings of play in by-district action here at PSJA Memorial Softball Park, it is the visitors, Brownsville Veterans, the Lady Chargers 4, PSJA Memorial, the Lady Wolverines 1. So after 3 complete innings of play, Alexis Tamez, the pitcher for Brownsville Vets, has given up just 3 hits. More importantly, she's only given up 1 run. The Lady Wolverines have left 4 runners on base. Tamez with 3 strikeouts and a walk. So we'll head into the top of the 4th. Of course, this is a 7-inning affair here. Game 2 of a by-district 3 championship series. Brownsville Vets with the upper hand, winning last night 8-3. Of course, they are representing District 32 5A as the number 3 seed. And PSJA Memorial, the Lady Wolverines, fighting for their lives here. Must-win situation. They are coming out of District 31 5A as the number 2 seed. So we'll head into the top of the 4th. Continuing to be on the mound is Jasmine Martinez, who has given up 7 hits and 4 runs. She's got 2 strikeouts to her credit. She's walked a batter. It'll be the bottom of the lineup, the number 9 hole hitter, Samantha Aguirre will lead off the top of the fourth, and then it'll be back to the top of the lineup. Natalie Mendoza and then Naomi Garcia will be in the hole. So we are set to get underway here in the top of the fourth inning. Tamez facing Aguirre. Aguirre laces one over the center fielder's head. That's going to get all the way to the wall. On her horse is Aguirre. Are they going to wave her home? They're going to hold her. Oh, she goes through the stop sign, and she makes it. Inside the park, home run from Aguirre. Hits the ball all the way to the wall over the center fielder's head. That makes the score 5-1. Lightning in the bottle right there from Samantha Aguirre, lacing a line drive over the center fielder's head, and then uses her speed and gets an inside the park home run. Makes the score 5-1. What a way to start off the top of the fourth for Brownsville Vets. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Aguirre, after that base hit, is now 2 for 4 overall in the series with a home run. So that brings up the top of the lineup against Martinez. It'll be Natalie Mendoza, who is 2 for 2 in the game with a base hit and a triple, scored 2 runs. Mendoza, the catcher, having a tremendous series. She's 5 for 6. She's been a tough out. She's got 4 RBIs, and she's hit 2 home runs. And grounding out to the shortstop will be Mendoza, as Jaden Barrientos makes a fine play for out number 1. Barrientos is a good-looking shortstop for PSJA Memorial. Got to bring up the number 2 hole hitter, the right fielder, Naomi Garcia. Garcia is also 2 for 2 in the ball game, and she is 3 for 6 overall in the series. So productive 2-hole hitter for Brownsville Vets in Garcia. Garcia with a base hit up the middle and a soft line drive into right field. So head of the count is Garcia, 2-0 with 1 out.
No strikes.
And a good shot down third but even a finer play by Cassie Cepeda. Backhands the ball right down the line. Calmly fires across the diamond for out number 2. So 2 great defensive jams right there by the Lady Wolverine defense. I thought off the bat that was a sure base hit, a possible double, but instead Cepeda calmly backhands the ball, fires over to first for out number 2. Retiring Naomi Garcia. That brings up the 3-hole hitter, the left fielder, Reggie Santibanez. Santibanez 0 for 1 in the ballgame with a walk. Santibanez with a base hit last night. She had a double last night.
2 outs.
On deck is the cleanup batter, Lorena Rodriguez. So 2 outs, nobody on base. Lead off inside the park home run off the bat of Samantha Aguirre to lead off the fourth. The dribbler to the pitcher. Martinez flips over to first. Grabbed by Jimenez. So that'll end the inning, but the damage was done with the leadoff hitter in the top of the fourth. Samantha Aguirre lines a drive towards center field. Inside the park, home run. That enables Brownsville Vets to take a 5-1 lead heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. So for Brownsville Vets, 1 hit, 1 run, nobody left on base. As we head into the bottom of the fourth, it is 5-1. And heading to the bottom of the fourth, it'll be the number 6, 7, 8 hole hitters. For PSJA Memorial, it'll be the first baseman, Annalise Jimenez, who is 0 for 1. Leila Barrientes, the right fielder, the 7 hole hitter. She's 0 for 1. And then it'll be the 8 hole hitter, Deja De Leon, the second baseman, who got on base on a walk. So 6, 7, 8 hole hitters upcoming, facing Alexis Tamez. Tamez has given up just 3 hits in 3 innings of work. She scattered those 3 hits. She's only given up 1 run. The Lady Wolverines in 3 innings have left 4 runners on base. So we are set to get underway in the home half of the 4th inning. PSJA Memorial trailing 5-1, excuse me. So Alexis Tamez is ready to pitch to the first baseman, Annalise Jimenez, who was a strikeout victim, looking her first time at bat. And first pitch is taken for a ball. Good vision right there by Jimenez. So Jimenez digs in. Awaits a pitch from Tamez. 1-0 pitch is taken upstairs. 2-0 on Jimenez. Of course, Annalise Jimenez comes into the ball game, batting over 300 on the year. Came into the by-district series batting 304 with a home run and 13 RBIs. 0 for 4 though. Hitless in the series. And she quickly is in the driver's seat. Way ahead on the count. 3 balls and no strikes. So Alexis Tamez struggling here in the bottom of the fourth to find the strike zone. PSJA Memorial needs base runners. And the old automatic 3-0 pitch is taken for a strike right down the heart of the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike now on Annalise Jimenez, the first baseman. The 3-1 offering is taken outside for a ball, so Jimenez draws a walk to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning.
Up next, we have number 2, Leila Barrientes.
So with a runner on first, nobody out, Leila Barrientes, the right fielder, come up to bat. She grounded out to the shortstop, her first time at bat. Barrientes with a hit in the series, was 1 for 3 last night, 1 for 4 now. As she comes into this at bat with a runner on first, nobody out. Let's see if Barrientes advances a runner to second or swings away. But first, I'm sure Barrientes is going to force Tamez to throw some strikes. That's 5 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth, and 4 of them have been for balls. So losing control a bit, not able to find the strike zone here in the bottom of the fourth is the pitcher Alexis Tames, who just had 1 walk prior to this inning. Now she has 2. Good pitch. That'll even up the count. 1-1. No, they'll say it's. Yes, it will be 1-1.
Strike 1 for Leila. Bring the count to 1-1.
Of course, Jimenez on first via a walk. 1 out. Excuse me. Runner on first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss from Leila Barrientos. That'll make the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Swings on that outside pitch for strike 2.
As
1-2. No outs. Runner at 1.
One-two delivery, and just staying alive is Barrientos, barely putting something on the pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes remains the count.
The count is still 1-2.
On Barrientos, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game, and 1 for 4 in the series. Of course, she'd like to advance Jimenez, who's on first base, after drawing a walk to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Brownsville Vets leading PSJA Memorial 5-1. And a soft liner caught. Is they're going to say a fair ball? They're going to force the runner out at second. So a tremendous play by Lorena Rodriguez at third base, getting the runner out at second for out number 1. Barrientos gets to first on a fielder's choice. And that brings up the second baseman, the 8th hole hitter, Deja De Leon. She reached base on a walk her first time at bat. De Leon came into the series batting .351, 0 for 3 last night. She has a runner on first with 1 out now. De Leon takes the first offering from Tames for a ball. 1-0 is the count. On deck is the left fielder, Leandra Gomez. Tames seems to have regathered herself there and throwing a lot of strikes as there she gets that pitch by De Leon. That'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on De Leon, left-handed batter.
Count is 1-1 with 1 out.
So runner on first. Tames, 1-1 offering. It's going to be a bunt. It's up in the air, and that'll be caught by the pitcher. Cat-like reflexes right there by the pitcher, Alexis Tames, to get that bunt that was popped up in the air. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Not advancing the runner was De Leon, as Barrientos remains at first now with 2 outs. Brings up Leandra Gomez, who popped up to the catcher her first time at bat. That was to end the 2nd inning. So she's going to try to extend the 4th inning here with a runner on first. Of course, on deck is the leadoff batter. And that's going to be a foul ball into the stands. And fortunately, avoids everyone.
That one fouled way back. So strike number 1.
So no balls and 1 strike on Gomez with a runner on first and 2 outs. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, PSJA Memorial trying to stage a 2-out rally here as he trailed by 4, 5-1. So Hardy, a sharply hit ball, but the shortstop will grab it, and force the runner out at second base for out number 3.
Score is Lady Wolverines 1, Lady Chargers 5.
So after a leadoff walk in the bottom of the 4th, PSJA Memorial will go quietly. No runs. No hits. 1 runner left on base. That's the 5th runner left on base by PSJA Memorial. So with 4 complete innings of play in the books, it is Brownsville Vets 5, PSJA Memorial 1. As we head into the top of the 5th inning, on the mound continues to be Jasmine Martinez for PSJA Memorial. In 4 innings of work, Martinez has given up 8 hits, 5 runs. She has 2 strikeouts to her credit. She's only walked 1. And the Brownsville Vets, offensively, they have left 5 runners on base. So it'll be Martinez facing the meat of the order, the 4, 5, 6 hole hitters, Lorena Rodriguez, Cristina Gonzalez, and Andrea Chapa for Brownsville Vets.
For the Lady Chargers, we have number 2, Cristina Gonzalez.
Excuse me, it'll be Cristina Rodriguez leading off the top of the 5th. And she laces a ball into left field. Sharply hit ball off the bat of Cristina Rodriguez. And that'll be Gonzalez, Cristina Gonzalez, first base hit of the ball game. She's reached twice. So a loud bang to start the top of the 5th brings up the 6-hole hitter, Andrea Chapa, the shortstop. Cristina Gonzalez with that base hit is now 3 for 5 in the series, and a bunt attempt by Chapa unsuccessful as she fouls that back for strike 1. Chapa 1 for 2 the ball game with a base hit back in the 3rd inning and scoring a run. Hit a base hit over the second baseman's head. That was her first hit of the series as she's 1 for 5 in the series. And a bunt attempt, it's a good one. First baseman fields it, throws this to the second baseman who's covering first base. So a good sacrifice bunt by Chapa for out number 1. And that'll be 3 to 4, first baseman to second baseman. But the runner advances to second, Gonzalez. So with a runner in scoring position and 1 out, brings up the 7th hole hitter, the second baseman, Natasha Reese. Reese is 0 for 1 with a sacked bunt. She's got on base. She scored a run. First pitch is fouled to the right side and hitting up a pole. So it'll be strike 1 on Reese.
Strike 1.
Oh, 1 pitch upcoming from Martinez with a runner in scoring position. That's Gonzalez, and Reese with a solid line drive base hit. They're going to weigh the runner home. The relay throw is a bit high to the shortstop. That enables Gonzalez to score easily. So RBI base hit off the bat of Natasha Reese. That'll extend the lead to 6-1. So that's 2 hits now in the inning for the Lady Chargers. They've already plated a run. 1 out. Brings up the batter, Sofia Perez, the first baseman. And the first pitch is taken for a strike. Sofia Perez is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Pitch from Martinez, swung on, belted. A diving stop by the shortstop, but she's got nowhere to go with that. So that'll be a base hit for Perez. She is now 2 for 3 in the ball game.
Number 21 up.
So Sofia Perez now 2 for 3 in the ball game and 2 for 6 in the series. Base hit. That'll move Reese to second base. So with runners on first and second and 1 out, the Lady Chargers making a lot of noise here in the top of the 5th inning. They've already put 3 hits together. They've scored a run. They have runners at first and second with only 1 out. So coming up to bat is the DP, Samantha Aguirre. Aguirre is 2 for 4 in the series. And she had an inside the park. Excuse me, this is Sofia Perez still hitting. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that'll be a foul ball, lifted to the right side.
Ball fouled away for strike 2.
This is Sofia Martinez hitting for Samantha Aguirre. So a pinch hitter for Aguirre is number 21, Sofia Martinez. And Martinez is retired for out number 2.
For out number 2.
That'll bring the back to the top of the lineup, Natalie Mendoza.
Back to the top of the lineup, we have number 9, Natalie Mendoza.
Mendoza is 2 for 3 in the ball game. The catcher, and she's 5 for 6 overall in the series, including 2 home runs. Tremendous hitter. First pitch is a slow dribbler, and the race to third is won by the third baseman. So Reese is forced out at third base by the third baseman. 5 unassisted for out number 3. Mendoza will reach first on a fielder's choice, but that'll be the end of another productive inning by the Lady Chargers. Lady Chargers pick up 3 hits. They get a run. They leave 2 runners on base.
Let's hear for these girls. Let's get our cheers going. Both teams battling.
So as we head into the bottom of the fifth inning, it is now 6-1 in favor of the Lady Chargers. Of course, that inning they had 3 hits. They score 1 run, leave 2 runners on base. We're going to head into the bottom of the fifth inning. A lot of work to do here for PSJA Memorial as they're going to send the top of the lineup, though. They're going to have the top of the lineup with Jasmine Martinez, followed by D. Soto, and then Cassie Cepeda. And the fourth hitter, if they can get to her, will be Jaden Barrientos, the cleanup batter. So still on the mound is number 7, Alexis Tamez. Tamez has given up just 3 hits and 1 run in 4 innings of work. So top of the fifth, we'll head. Top of the lineup. 5-run deficit is what PSJA Memorial faces here in the fifth inning. They have 3 at-bats to work with. Brownsville Vets leading 6-1. Infield playing way in on the leadoff batter, Jasmine Martinez, who is 1 for 2 in the game. Had a base hit her last time at bat. Slaps it to the shortstop. And this time the shortstop, Andrea Chapa, able to make the play and able to throw out the speedy base runner, Martinez, for out number 1. So Martinez will now be 1 for 3 in the ball game. And as Alexis Tamez retires the first batter in the top of the fifth, brings up the number 2 hitter, D. Soto, the center fielder. She's also 1 for 2. She also had a base hit back in the 3rd inning. That was an infield base hit. And because of that, the infield, again, playing in, respecting the speed of the batters coming out of the batter's box. Soto 1 for 2 in the ball game, facing Tamez. And it'll be a dribbler to the pitcher. Tamez will grab it, flip to first. Low throw handled by the first baseman, Sofia Perez. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the fifth. 2 ground balls, 2 outs. It'll bring up Cassie Cepeda, who walked her first time at bat, scored the only run for PSJA Memorial, was a strikeout victim her second at bat. On deck will be Jaden Barrientos, the shortstop. So 2 outs. Tamez looking for her first 3 up, 3 down inning, her first 1, 2, 3 inning. Pitch taken upstairs for ball 1 by Cepeda. Cepeda, the third baseman, made a fine defensive play in this ball game. Backhanded a line shot down the third base line and gracefully threw to first base across the diamond for an easy out. Cepeda 1 for 3 in the series as she fouls that one off. Cepeda went 1 for 2 last night with a home run. Is 0 for 1 in this ball game with a walk. Cepeda now has 2 walks to her credit. One the count on Cepeda with 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the fifth inning. Tamez really starting to get into her groove now. Here in the later innings. Pitch swung on and missed. Good, lively fastball right at the eyes. It's tough to lay off. Cepeda swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Ball 1, 2 strikes. 2 outs.
So Cepeda will step in the box, trying to keep the inning alive. He's down to 2 strikes, though. And taken for an outside strike 3. That'll retire the side. That'll be the first time that Alexis Tamez is able to retire the side in order. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. If we are going to head into the top of the 6th with the score 6-1 in favor of the visitors from District 32-5A, Brownsville veteran Lady Chargers leading the 31-5A representatives, PSJA Memorial Lady Wolverines. So we'll be heading into the top of the 6th inning. Martinez remains on the mound for the Lady Wolverines as the Lady Chargers are going to counter with the 2, 3, 4 hole hitters. The Naomi Garcia, Reggie Santibanez, and Lorena Rodriguez.
Number 10 up next for the Lady Chargers.
Garcia 1 for 3 in the ball game. Got a base hit back in the 2nd inning. Garcia with 3 hits in this 2-game series so far. See, we are set to get underway here in the top of the 6th. Final 2 innings coming up. 6th and 7th inning. It's game 2 of a by-district championship series between PSJA Memorial and Brownsville Vets. It's been a competitive one. Last night, Brownsville Vets won 8-3. They lead right now 6-1. So if Brownsville Vets holds on to win, they will advance and play the winner between Rio Grande City and Corpus Christi Ray. PSJA Memorial needs a comeback to force a game 3 tomorrow. So quickly ahead of the count is Garcia, 2 balls and no strikes. Ball hit sharply, a fine effort. And play by the shortstop. Wow. Web jam by Barrientos. Great job by Annalise Jimenez holding on to grab the bit of a high throw, but a great play on a hard shot hit by Garcia. Barrientos, Jaden up to the task at short. Web jam for out number 1. Brings up the number 3 hole hitter, Reggie Santibanez. Santibanez 0 for 2 in the ball game with a walk. First pitch from Martinez is a strike to Santibanez.
11 watches that one go by for strike 1.
A shot hit right past the pitcher. Santibanez with a line drive base hit right straight up the pitcher into center field. That'll be her first hit of the ball game. That'll be Santibanez's second hit of the series. That'll be the 12th hit given up by Martinez in 5 1/3 innings. So with 1 out, runner on first, brings up the cleanup batter, Lorena Rodriguez. She is 1 for 3 in the ball game with the base hit back in the first inning. Tell Martinez Working ahead of the count. No balls and 1 strike. On Rodriguez. Runner on first. 1 out. Taken upstairs for a ball. That'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now goes back for ball 1. Count is 1-1 with 1 out.
On Rodriguez.
Runner at 1.
Rodriguez 3 for 7 in the 2 games. And the right fielder will hang on to that high fly ball off the bat of Rodriguez. Fought the wind a bit, but still managed to make the play for out number 2. So that'll bring up Cristina Gonzalez up to bat with 2 outs and a runner on first. That's Reggie Santibanez with a base hit to center field. Cristina Gonzalez, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Had a base hit, scored a run back in the 5th inning. She swings and lines a base hit past the outstretched hands of the third baseman, Cepeda. So 2 hard base hits here in the top of the 6th inning off the bat of Santibanez. And now off the bat of Cristina Gonzalez. Gonzalez is now 2 for 4 in the ball game. And Cristina Gonzalez is now 4 for 6 in the series. She went 2 for 3 last night. Is 2 for 3 this evening. That brings up Andrea Chapa, the shortstop, who is 1 for 2 with a sack her last time at bat. Runners at first and second. 2 outs.
Watches that one by for ball 1.
So Chapa trying to extend the inning, get some more insurance runs as the Lady Chargers lead by 5. And of course Martinez for PSJA Memorial would like to end the inning here and give her team a chance to make a 5-run comeback.
Takes ball 2 on that pitch.
2-0 on Chapa now.
Count is 2-0. 2 outs.
Martinez has done a good job of just having 1 walk. That was back in the 1st inning. She's given up 13 hits now in the ball game. That one is fouled straight back. That'll make the count 2-1. Good aggressive swing right there on a hitter's count, 2-0 by Natasha Reese, a center fielder. Excuse me, the second baseman. Two-one pitch. Taken on the inside pitch. Taken on the inside right there. Good pitch on the inside from Martinez to Reese. Excuse me, to Andrea Chapa. Chapa belts it down the right field foul line, but foul. That would have definitely played it 2 runs. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Runners on first and second base. Good swing right there by Chapa. Just missed putting that in play. So Martinez will deal another 2-2 pitch. It's low in the dirt. Good job by the catcher, Camacho. Keeping that in front of her. That'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Takes the ball, bring the count full. 2 outs.
So the runners will be going on contact from first and second. Here's a pitch. And a beautiful pitch again by Martinez. Caught the batter looking for out number 3. And
next, Wolverines to hit.
so the Lady Chargers get the arm of Martinez. That'll be her 4th strikeout. So we'll head into the bottom of the 6th inning with Brownsville Vets leading 6-1. PSJA Memorial has 6 outs to work with as they trail not only 6-1 in the ball game, but are down 1-0 in the best of 3 game series here in bi-district action. And it'll be the number 4, 5, 6 hole hitters upcoming for PSJA Memorial. Jaden Barrientes, Marisa Camacho, and Annalise Jimenez. On the mound remains Alexis Tamez, who had her best efficient, more efficient inning of the ball game back in the bottom of the 5th. Retired all 3 batters. And in fact, she has retired now 6 batters in a row. She gave up a leadoff walk in the bottom of the 4th. After that, she is 1 for 2 in the ball game with a triple and an RBI. So Barrientes will lead off the bottom of the 6th. PSJA Memorial right now is a game 1, or 6 outs away from advancing to the area round. Of Tamez taken all the way by Barrientes. Infield playing in once again. Outfield playing not too deep. Pitch is just taken off the plate. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Jaden Barrientes. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Of course, Barrientes came into the game batting .373 with a home run and 16 RBIs. She added her 17th RBI in the 1st inning. The delivery swung on, fouled to the left side. That'll make the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 2, bringing the count to 1-2, no outs.
So the cleanup batter leading off here, the bottom of the 6th, Jaden Barrientos, trying to get on base, trying to get a rally going here for PSJA Memorial as they trail 6-1. Tamez fires and swinging and lacing it. Foul, though, was Barrientos pulling it down the right field foul line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2.
On the cleanup hitter, the shortstop,
He's here for Jaden. Come on.
Jaden Barrientes, and Jaden Barrientes made a spectacular web gem to get Naomi Garcia back in the 6th inning. One-two offering is hit right back at the pitcher. Barrientes did a good job of staying back on that off-speed pitch, but the pitcher grabs the ground ball, throws out to first to Sofia Perez, and that retires the first batter here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Marisa Camacho, the catcher. Camacho 0 for 2 in the ball game. Camacho is now 1 for 5 in the series. Came in hitting over 400 for the year with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. So the 5-0 hitter, Marisa Camacho, the catcher. Stands at the plate, swings at the first pitch and misses. So Tamez, who has retired 7 straight batters now since giving up a walk to lead off the bottom of the 4th, is pitching rather well, has really settled in and making it difficult for PSJA Memorial to get anything going offensively. Changeup. Taken upstairs. 1-1. The count on the batter, Camacho. With 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Nobody on base. Tamez pitched a complete game last night, trying to do the same this evening. She's 5 outs away from that. The pitch. Catches the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful inside pitch right there. Camacho could do nothing but stare at that.
Watches that one go by for strike 2, bringing the count to 1-2.
So Camacho asks for time. Let's see what Tamez has in store here on the 1-2 count. She's been mixing in a couple changeups now here in the 6th inning. And Camacho a little bit ahead of that pitch. It's going to be a foul ball chased by the third baseman. It'll land for a foul ball. Count remains 1-2, so Camacho fighting up there. Trying to maintain this at bat, trying to get on base. PSJA Memorial needs base runners as they drove 6-1. They're down to their final 5 outs as they hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. PSJA Memorial has been held to just 3 hits. Alexis Tamez pitching a tremendous ball game. Off-speed pitch is lifted, and again, that'll land in no man's land for a foul ball. Good job by Camacho, staying back on that pitch. She got fooled a little bit, but still maintained her hands back enough to put the bat in on the ball for a foul ball. 1-2, 1 out. Tamez facing Camacho, the number 5 hole hitter, the catcher. Tamez with the 1-2 delivery. It's going to be taken just outside the home. The visitor crowd wanted that pitch for a strike 3, but instead it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes on Camacho. You can't have both corners. Two-two pitch is enough. Fly ball, and it's going to be caught by the catcher. So a little pop-up to the catcher for the 2nd out of the inning. And the 6-0 hitter, Annalise Jimenez, will come up to bat with 2 outs and nobody on. That is now 8 straight hitters retired by Alexis Tamez, who's given up just 3 hits and 1 run in 5 2/3 innings. The batter, the first baseman, Annalise Jimenez, is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Hit the ball hard, hurt last time at bat. To the third baseman. Takes the first pitch for a strike. So Alexis Tamez has really settled down and found her groove. Throwing a lot of strikes. Mixing it up. As we mentioned, she's retired 8 straight batters now. And that's going to be a soft Texas leaguer, if you will. Little looper falls in between the shortstop and the center fielder for a base hit. So Annalise with a 2-out base hit. So maybe that'll ignite a rally here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Brings up Leila Barrientos, the right fielder. She's 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop and hit into a fielder short. Hit to the shortstop for a fielder's choice. So 0 for 2 officially. Tamez's first pitch to Barrientos is a strike. So with a runner on first, with a 2-out base hit off the bat of Annalise Jimenez, Barrientos takes the first pitch for a strike. 2 outs, runner on first. Bottom of the 6th. 6-1 lead for the visitors from Brownsville. Brownsville Vets, the Lady Chargers. And a soft ground ball to the third baseman. She's going to throw all the way across the diamond in time. She gets over the throw to Sofia Perez. So Rodriguez makes a play. And that'll be out number 3. So Lady Wolverines pick up their 4th hit. They get 1 hit, no runs. One runner left stranded. They've stranded 6 runners, have the Wolverines. And no walks given up, no strikeouts by the pitcher Tamez. In 6 complete innings of work, Tamez has given up just 4 hits, 1 run. She has 4 strikeouts to her credit. And she's only given up a walk. So fine pitching performance by Alexis Tamez. Just 4 hits, 1 run, 4 strikeouts. The Lady Wolverines have left 6 runners on base and will head into the final frame, the top of the 7th, with the Brownsville Vets Lady Chargers with a 6-1 lead. And more importantly, Lady Chargers are technically 3 outs away, as if they can hold on to win this ball game, they will advance to the area round, be crowned by district champions. PSJA Memorial with Jasmine Martinez still in the pitcher's circle. We'll try to maintain this 5-run deficit and hope they can have a 7th inning magical rally. Batting first, followed by Natasha Ruiz, and in the hole will be the 8th place hitter, Sofia Perez. First pitch.
Number 8 takes ball 1. Strike 1. No balls. Strike 1. No outs.
So that'll be, Tasha Ruiz batting. And Natasha Ruiz takes that for a ball, 1-1.
Ball 1, bring it down to 1-1.
One offering from Martinez is lifted into right center. That'll split the gap and eludes the outfielder. So Reese with a double to lead off the top of the 7th. So Reese is now 2 for 3 in the ball game with a sacrifice bunt. So fine job of hitting this evening by Natasha Ruiz, 2 for 3. That means she is now 3 for 6 in the series. She's collected 3 hits in these 2 games. We're going to have a meeting at the pitcher circle with the batter, the first baseman, Sofia Perez, up to bat. Perez had a base hit her last time at bat. She is 1 for 3 in the ball game. She is 2 for 3 in the ballgame as she doubled her second bat back in the 3rd inning. And then got a base hit back in the 5th inning. So 2 for 3 is Sofia Perez. 2 for 6 overall in the series is Perez. 2 for 3 this evening with a double and a single. Runner at second with nobody out. Top of the 7th. First pitch taken upstairs by Perez. And off the third baseman, but recovers well. Does the third baseman Cepeda off a rocket off the bat of Perez for out number 1. So good at bat by Perez.
New batter, Brianna.
hitting a rope to the third baseman, but third baseman stays composed. Fires over to first for the first out. That'll bring up a pinch hitter, Rihanna Lopez, batting in the number 9 spot. So I believe we're all squared away with this pinch hitter coming in. It'll be Rihanna Lopez, number 12, up to bat. With a runner at second, with 1 out. First pitch to Ramirez. Rihanna Ramirez is taken low for a ball. On deck is the leadoff batter, Natalie Mendoza. And that pitch was just inside, 2-0 on Rihanna Aguirre. And the next pitch is bounced to the pitcher, unable to make the play as a pitcher. We'll credit her with a base hit. That'll be the second hit of the inning. So now there's runners on first and second with 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Natalie Mendoza. Mendoza 2 for 4 in the ball game. The catcher. Is now 5 for 7 on the series with a couple home runs and 4 RBIs. 1 down, runners on first and second, top of the 7th. The Lady Chargers looking for more insurance runs as they're going to get a pinch runner for Aguirre at first base. So we're going to resume play here. Martinez will face the leadoff batter, Natalie Mendoza, who is 2 for 4 with a single and a triple. First pitch to her is a ball in the dirt.
Good stop by the catcher. Ball 1.
Again, Mendoza, 5 for 7, 5 hits already in these first 2 games of the series, which could conclude tonight with a win by Brownsville veterans. Another pitch in the dirt. That'll make it 2-0. So Mendoza clearly ahead on the count. Great hitters count here, 2-0, with runners on first and second and 1 out. Top of the 7th. Martinez has given up 15 hits in this ball game, but still out there in the pitcher's mound doing everything she can to give her team a chance to get them back in the batter's box and scoring some runs, and a base hit to left field. They're going to wave the runner in home. It's not going to draw a throw. Shortstop wisely holds on to it. So a base hit RBI off the bat of Natalie Mendoza. That'll be her 3rd hit of the ball game. And her 4 RBIs with 5 RBIs and 2 home runs. Coming across the score is Natasha Ruiz from second. Stopping at second base is a pinch runner. And of course, a base hit RBI by Natalie Mendoza makes the score 7-1. Up to bat now is Naomi Garcia. Garcia, 2 for 4 in the ball game. And she's 3 for 8 on the series. So she has 3 hits to her credit in these 2 games. And popping it up to right field. It's going to be trouble. Right fielder comes in. Second baseman cannot make the play. Runners will advance a base each. Snap throw by the catcher. Not in time. So that'll mean the bases will be loaded on another bloop hit. Naomi Garcia with her 3rd hit of the ball game. That is her 4th hit. Naomi Garcia, 3 for 5 in the ball game now. 4 for 9 in the series. So she has 4 hits in the series. Productive series for the number 2 hitter. Naomi Garcia, the right fielder, brings up Reggie Santibanez with 1 out and the bases loaded. Santibanez got a base hit her last time at bat. And she is 1 for 3 in the ball game with a walk.
Strike 1.
She takes the strike for the first pitch from Martinez. So Martinez trying to get out of this jam. She's already given up 1. 1 run on 3 hits. Pitch is upstairs. That'll even up the count. 1 ball and a strike on Santibanez, the left fielder. So the 1-1 pitch is hit to the shortstop. From her knees, will throw out the runner at first. Flip throw to first. Not in time for the double play. But I tell you what, I am very impressed with Jaden Barrientos and her fielding abilities. A slick fielding shortstop. Feels a 1-hop line drive from her knees. Stays down to make sure the ball doesn't get past her. And from her knees, flips it to the catcher, Camacho, for the force out at home and the 2nd out of the inning. Bases will remain loaded as Santibanez gets on a fielder's choice. And that's a big smash in the gap from the bat of Lorena Rodriguez. And Rodriguez drives in 2 more runs on a 2-out, 2-run RBI double. That'll drive in 2 more runs. That'll plate the 3rd run of the inning. That makes the score now 9-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. 4 hits, 3 runs on 4 hits so far for Brownsville Vets. The Lady Chargers. Bats really coming alive here in the top of the 7th inning. And they still have 2 more runners in scoring position. Runner at 2nd, runner on 3rd with 2 outs. And up to bat is
ball 0.
Cristina Gonzalez, the center fielder. And she is 2 for 4 in the ball game. Cristina Gonzalez 4 for 7, so she's collected 4 hits in this series. And she pops it up deep to center field. Center fielder camping under it, and she makes a fine running catch. A loud 3rd out off the bat of Gonzalez. That would have easily been another 2 runs. But instead, Deandra Soto with a catch in center field to retire the side, but not before the Lady Chargers pick up 3 runs on 4 hits. That makes the score now 9-1 as we'll head into the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 runners were stranded. That is 11 runners stranded on the evening by Brownsville Vets, and yet they've still scored 9 runs. They've pounded out 17 hits. They've scored 9 runs on 17 hits. So we'll head into the bottom of the 7th. The PSJA Memorial Lady Wolverines, who finished in 2nd place in District 31-5A, are down to their final 3 outs. They need to have a tremendous 8-run rally at the very least to send this game into extra innings. And it'll be the 8-9 hole hitters. And then back to the top of the lineup here in the bottom of the 7th, Deja De Leon, Leandra Gomez, and then the leadoff hitter, Jasmine Martinez. Deja De Leon, 0 for 1 in the ball game with a walk. the second baseman, who bats from the left side. And of course, still on the mound is Alexis Tamez for Brownsville Veterans in 6 innings of work. Tamez has given up just 4 hits and 1 run. She has 4 strikeouts to her credit and allowing just 1 walk. So I think we're set to get underway here in the bottom of the 7th. Lady Wolverines facing a 9-1 deficit here as they have 3 outs to work with. It'll be Tamez against De Leon to start off the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is laced into left center field and just past the center fielder. De Leon on her horse. She's going to race to third base and she'll make it sliding. So De Leon with a tremendous start here in the bottom of the 7th. Just what the doctor ordered for PSJA Memorial. The Lady Wolverines get a leadoff triple to start the bottom of the 7th inning. They need a lot more base runners than that, though. But that's a start. They got a runner in scoring position. Runner at third, nobody out. Brings up Leandra Gomez. First pitch taken for a ball.
Go back for ball. Ball 1, no strikes.
So ball 1 called to a pinch hitter, number 9. 2-0. So 2-0 is the count on the pinch hitter, number 9. And there we go. There's a strike to Kendra Martinez.
Kendra takes that one for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner at 3.
So Martinez ahead of the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tamez fires, delivers. They let it pop up to the first baseman. It'll stay in play. Caught by the first baseman. That is Sophie Pettis with the grab at first for out number 1. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup, Jasmine Martinez. Martinez, 1 for 3 in the ball game. She's pitched a very gutty performance. She pitched a complete game yesterday. Has pitched a complete game today, 7 innings. Has done rather well. Now it's her turn at bat, trying to drive in the second run of the ball game. She'll slap it to the shortstop. Shortstop fires quickly, but that'll be a ground out, RBI to the shortstop by Martinez. That'll get De Leon in for the second run of the ball game. So with 2 outs, brings up Deandra Soto, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game. So Deandra Soto comes up to bat with 2 outs, nobody on. The Lady Wolverines are down to their last out. And the first pitch is taken for a ball. Tamez misfires on the outside to Soto. Tamez has given up just 5 hits, 2 runs, and 6 2/3 innings to play. Trying to get the complete game for the second night in a row. This Tamez. and send her team, the Lady Chargers, to the area round playoffs. And of course, they'll be facing either Rio Grande City or Corpus Christi Ray. So that'll even up the count. 1-1 on Soto as she fouls it off to the right side. Tames looking for that one more out. And Tames will be one strikeout away now. So the Lady Wolverines are down to their final strike of the season. Of course, Lady Wolverines have had a tremendous season, finishing second place in District 31 5A. They are currently 14-7 on the year. They have been a mainstay in UIL softball and Texas high school softball, making the playoffs these past several years. They've had some very good quality ball clubs, quality ball players that have come through here through PSJA Memorial. And I'm sure that trend will continue. But yet, they are down to their last strike this season. The delivery from Tames is laced for a base hit up the middle. So the season remains alive as Soto lines a base hit. Her second hit of the ball game to center field. That'll bring up Cassie Cepeda. Will come up to bat now. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. She scored a run. She's the third baseman. She's made some fine plays at third base. So let's see if Cepeda can keep the inning going and keep the dream alive for PSJA Memorial. Runner on first with 2 outs. Cepeda has 5 home runs on the season and 16 RBIs. Quality hitter. On deck would be Jaden Barrientos. And that is lofted up high. Who wants this? I believe the shortstop will make the call, make the grab, and that'll do it, folks. The final out is caught by the shortstop. That'll end the inning. That'll end the ball game. Congratulations to the Brownsville veterans, Lady Chargers, on sweeping the best of 3 game series over PSJA Memorial Lady Wolverines. Again, congratulations to the Lady Chargers with their bi-district championship, and they will advance to the area round where they will face either Rio Grande City or Corpus Christi Ray next week. Tremendous season for PSJA Memorial. Lady Wolverines comes up short in bi-district, but nonetheless, a tremendous season. Thank you for listening. On behalf of KTRI, I'm Javi Martinez. Hope you enjoyed the game. Have a good evening.